Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Hope you're having a good one. What's good, what's good, what's good? So yeah, there's a lot going on today. There's a lot. I mean, if you looked at yesterday, you had Trump get out there on a stage, much ado about nothing. A lot of people were expecting more. Nothing. Nothing that was new. Nothing that was going to be done. Just more promises that he's going to do something. It's cool. We have been seeing progress, right, in the crypto space. We saw that proof of work is now not considered, proof of work mining is now not considered a security. That's huge. Do you know what coins are involved in that? I was talking about it last night. That's huge, huger than huge. That in and of itself. You've got court cases rolling back, being dropped. The appeal against Ripple was dropped. But it didn't have the effect that a lot of people thought it was going to have. Kind of fizzled. I think the news that's coming is going to be interesting because now the shackles are off. What coins are protected? Ripple, obviously. Everybody that followed Connor and Ripple's footsteps, they'll be fine. Doge, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I mean, you've got a whole line of coins that are now not considered securities, most likely falling under the CFTC. Hence all of the conversations that are going on between the SEC and the CFTC. So although we haven't gotten, certain things like, a Bitcoin reserve, frankly, I don't think we need another sovereign reserve. I think that if they treated the Social Security fund and the way they were supposed to, that would be the reserve. Because what's the point of the reserve? To take care of the people of this country. That's what it's for. That's what it should be for. And if that's the case, Social Security would be the perfect vehicle, in my humble opinion. We've got Justin Sun. He was teasing a lot. He was out there teasing a lot about, what's going to happen between Tron and Solana. You want to know what's happening between Tron and Solana? An integration that would bring USDD to another large market. That's what happens. That's what's going on with Tron and Solana. He also teased that there's going to be some kind of a Tron ETF. Okay. Is that something that I would go for? Not me. I'm not touching anything that Justin Sun does. I'm just not. I'm absolutely not. Then you have the ECB chief, European Central Bank, economist, not chief, but economist. Actually, technically, I think he's the chief economist, actually. Philip Lane advocating for a digital euro. Now, it's to counter growing stablecoin use and reduce EU reliance on US payment systems. And there you have it. To reduce the need for US payment systems. What are payment systems? Think everything that's out there. Everything's based on the dollar. That's the reliance. And with everything going on with the new regime right now, governments around the world are kind of sitting back and going, I don't know. We don't know. So they're minimizing risk. That's what they want to do. I think that if you want to minimize risk, you do not do a CBDC, though. That's a problem. I think if you're smart, you really do go with stable coins. But they're specifying that they do not want to mess around with stable coins. I don't know about you, but I think that's a big mistake. I think that's a really big mistake. Not going after stable coins, not finding a way to work with stable coins. You want to have the euro as a digital asset. Okay. Let's see how that works. Because I think that you're going to have a whole lot of people just dump on the euro and get more into crypto. So you have one part of the world that's saying crypto, crypto, crypto. The other part of the world saying, nah, CBDCs. Let's see how that adoption works. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see how that adoption works. I think crypto wins because crypto's, if you look at the history of, let's say, credit cards, it's that general function that actually works, that actually winds up winning. I think that's what's going to happen this time. Then you've got Australian PM Anthony Albanese. It's either Albanese in New York. We'd say Albanese. He's saying that we've got new rules over there in Australia, and he's like, yeah, we need companies to be licensed. And what they're doing with this is not cracking down on the industry. They're actually trying to bolster it. Why? Trust. You have to have guardrails because guardrails bring trust. They bring a space where people can say, okay, this is where I want to operate. This is how we want to operate. And that's above board. And everybody who breaks these rules, those are the bad ones. That's what they're looking for. That's what they're looking for. And you know what? Smart. Very smart. DeFi's future hinges on a few things. Security, regulation, scalability. Right? The future hinges on that. Growth, on the other hand, hinges on smart contracts, decentralized autonomous organizations, and cross-chain interoperability. Those are the big ones. Those are the big ones. And I'm kind of like, wow, that's actually true. That's actually very true. If you stop and you think about it, like I told you guys before, I'm a member of the Metaverse Standards Forum. And what we focus on is interoperability within the metaverse. If you want growth, that's what you have to do. If you want adoption, you want the first three: security, scalability, and regulation, because it gives you a framework. And the next three give you a framework for growth. Leverages that framework for growth. That's the idea. If you want to grow this space, you need to start adopting. And don't think that large companies are not adopting blockchain technology. They are. There are a lot of, POCs or proofs of concept. There are a lot of actual projects going on to integrate blockchain technology. I really want you to stop and think about that. That's a lot to happen. That's a lot to go on. So for me, I'm kind of like, yeah, that's what I'm looking for, especially in the DeFi space. The biggest thing for me in the DeFi space, security. Security is the biggest thing for me in the decentralized financial space. Why? Because bridges are getting hacked. Was it last year and the year before, we had a lot of bridges get hit. It's died down a bit, but they used to get hit a lot. So security is going to be a very big deal. A very big deal for me, right? And this is why I tell you guys, you got to do your own research. You must know your entries and exits, and you absolutely must invest deliberately. Doing your own research helps you to gain understanding about what's going on, where, when, how. All right? What else is going on in the news? Global digital payments revenue is expected to hit $3 trillion by 2028. $3 trillion in digital payments by 2028. That would be huge. Now I want you to stop and think about this. Can that actually happen? I don't see how it can't. Between now and 2028, what do I expect to be happening? I expect there to be a hell of a lot more adoption by stores, by retail investors, by institutions actually integrating. That's what I'm expecting. I don't know about you, but those are really big things. Think about the large chains that are out there, just in your neighborhood, how much money they move, how many millions. I know the United States, a liquor store, easily move $10 million. I know a few people that own liquor stores. They're easily moving like about $30 million worth of product. So can I get to $3 trillion very easily by looking at a list of stores that adopt Bitcoin? Yeah, quick. And that's just in the United States that I could see that. When you start thinking about global adoption, global integration, now you're talking about wow. Now you know why my hosting platform, we own Rebel Reach, really good hosting platform, does e-commerce, but we're doing e-commerce with a slight twist. Credit cards, PayPal, and crypto. And the crypto doesn't go through us. It's a direct transaction between you and your customer. You're going to look at these other places and they're going to pop up just like before. Oh yeah, we collect the money for you so you don't have to worry about it, and then we send you your money. Why? Nope. Direct connection. The more direct you can be, the better off you are, the safer your assets are. So that's what we're doing. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what we did. That's what we did. Then we've got BitTrue. BitTrue's X account was hacked. I told you, once a week, at least once a week, we hear about an important hack on X. When are people going to wake up and realize they need to reach out to me so that they can get on our new social media platform, growmybag.tv? That's going to be the platform for investment. The platform. We're working really hard to make sure that happens. But every time you turn around, X account's getting hacked. They figured it out. They can take over any account at any time, whenever they want. Hey, Chicano. And this time, they were talking about how Swift has adopted XRP. I've seen a couple of articles about it. It's false. It's false. For now. That's not to say that there couldn't be a deal coming on later. But right now, it's false. Right now, it's false. Then you have Justin Bonds, huge reporter. Very well. He's actually a world-renowned reporter rather. He's calling out Pi Network and cast doubt on the rocket hot crypto. And it is rocket hot. You can't even lie about it. You can't even lie about it. He publicly labeled Pi Network as a scam, citing concerns about technology, business model, and tokenomics. Bonds criticized the network's centralization, delayed mainnet launch, and alleged technology replication from Stellar. He's saying they stole their tech from Stellar. Not that they gave credit to Stellar saying, hey, we're going to we're going to do this, we're going to do that. No, he's saying they stole the tech from Stellar. He also highlighted issues with the referral program, mining process, and lack of transparency. Additionally, Binance's failure to list Pi despite community support has added to the project's challenges. The criticism, coupled with the market decline, has led to a significant drop in Pi Coin's price and ranking. I wrote that. Yeah, that's big. So why was it so hot? You stole X. I told you, I love Stellar. I love Stellar. This right here seals the deal. In no way, in no how will I ever touch Pi Network. Not going to happen. I felt it before, and now here we are. Nope, I'll never touch Pi Network. Even the thought, just having the accusation that you stole somebody else's technology. Why would I ever trust that team? Because what else are you doing? Did you listen to the list, the litany of things that I just did there, that I stated that Justin Bonds actually says is going on? He's like, he criticized their centralization, delayed mainnet launch, alleged technology replication. I don't need anything else. My decision's made. I don't need anything else. They have problems with the referral programs, the mining process, lack of transparency. That's 6 things real fast. And they delayed their mainnet launch a few times. Well, not a few, a couple of times. So I'm like, yeah, nah, there's no way in the world I'm going to trust this team. Not at all. Nuh-uh. Nope. Not having it. Not having it. So if you're involved with it, good luck. I truly wish you luck. What else is going on these days? Well, we got some good news. Over the past 5 days, the Bitcoin ETFs have seen, or the crypto ETFs have seen, a $165 million inflow. That's good. I mean, it's not a lot, but that's good. It shows that tides could be changing. You're seeing a lot of Ethereum leaving centralized exchanges. You're seeing a lot go on that are starting to give me signs that maybe where we are right now, that 78,000 to 86,000 range, yeah, that could be it. This could be the low. This could be the low. So I'm paying attention. I'm paying very fast attention to this. I keep DCAing. My dollar cost averaging strategy is still there. But I'm paying really big attention to what's going on with this. Really big attention. Anyway, you know what we should do? That's right. We should get to the numbers. So let me pull that. Let me get my notes out of the way. All right. The fear and greed index is at 31. Now, yesterday, we hit neutral at 49. A lot of bad things going on. Also, did you hear that there could be a business disruption today? Apparently, there's a fire at London's Heathrow Airport, and travel is halted. It's affecting things globally. So we could see a lot of business news come out of this. We really could. So pay attention. If you're invested, pay attention to that. DeFi Llama, we're down a hair, 1 point something billion dollars. That's okay. Because yesterday we were at 98 and change. Today we're at 96.8 and change, right? Total value lock. Not bad. Not bad. It's not a bad range. And then you're looking at Bitcoin. Like I said, we're hovering around this. Look at that. Look at that right here. Boom. About 77,252 up to about where we are right now at right here. That's probably about it. Like 87, 88. We haven't seen anything in the 90s for a really long time. We would need, think about how far you're going. We would need some really good news to bring us up this far. And when I say bring us up this far, think about this. We're at 83. I'm talking about 93. $10,000 move. And look where we are from the high, the all-time high, 109. We got a little ways to go. We've got a little ways to go. Can we get there? Yes. Am I investing right now? Yes. Why? Because this is the range to get back to the all-time high, and that signifies a lot of money that can be made. That's why. That's why. Hutanic, what's going on? It's almost Friday. We still have to get through it, man. We still got to get through it. Don't worry, we can do it. And that's why you're seeing Pi Network just tank. Look at that. Tanking below $1. It's below 90 cents. It's tanking. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why. So sorry about that. Had to take care of something. So yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at SUI down, but SUI to me, that's a sale price. I'm looking at SUI and that's a sale price, and I've got to look to see why it's so red, because I don't understand why it's so red. But that's a sale price to me. Wow. Oh yeah, I'd be all about it. Let's go take a look. SUI's right here. It's down over the past day, 5.34%. Yo, Mr. Big, what's going on? Yeah, I'm not upset about that. To me, that's a sale. This is a sale price. 234. That's a sale price. Shiba Inu, sale price. Most of the coins out there are sale prices. So what do? Yeah, I come back. Oh, sorry guys. This is some new stuff that you can do in the big bagger space. Sorry about that. Let me go over here. This is where I really meant to go. Meant to go check out the crypto tracker. Gotta log in. That's annoying. But security is not bad, even though it's my platform. It's okay. It's all right. Let's go to losers. Biggest loser, Pi Network, down 24%. It's got a GMB X factor of 2.34. Do I think it'll come back? No. I think it's going to continue with a precipitous fall. I think it's going to continue dropping like a hot rock. They effed up, and now they're in the FO phase. They're finding out. Pudgy penguins. You want to know why that's down? It shouldn't be. It should be up. Why? Because friggin' there's a company out there trying to get an ETF with it. I don't understand why it's down. EOS, I don't know why it's down. They're going through a name change right now, down 7.17. They've got a GMB X factor of 41.43. No. Before you ask me, no, they're not going to make it. SUI is down 7.21% with a GMB X factor of 1.37. Are they going to make it? Hell yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. That's a sale price. That is an absolute sale price. I'm all about that. SUI, yes, I'll be all over that. All over it. Radium is down 6.65. GMB X factor of 8.73. I think eventually they'll be up. Eventually. Mantra's on sale, down 6%. GMB X factor of 0.39. Again, that's why I said they're on sale. They're down 6%, and they have a GMB X factor of 0.39. Are they going to do well? Yeah. That's honestly what I feel. But I'll continue this tonight during Friday Flips. I think tonight's Friday Flips, we're going to go over just whatever it is, whatever people want to talk about. Within reason. We're all about investment. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to tease some stuff. You just caught a glimpse. I'm going to tease some stuff tonight. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do me a favor, smash the likes, right? We need that. It helps with the algorithms. We definitely need more people to join. So tell your friends and family about us. That'd be great. And have them just watch a show. And if you want, become a member. Go to growmybag.tv/sign-up. Find out about us. We've got a great group of people. We're all about learning and helping each other grow our respective bags. No judgment. Believe me, because if there was judgment, oh my God, my feelings would be hurt like every day. But we don't do that here. We're one of the few places that do. We don't put you down. We try to build you up. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.